Hi everyone, and welcome to another episode of Radiance Central, and I'm your host, Natasha St. Michael, and thank you so much for joining me. So I'm really excited to do today's video. Today's video is actually another product review of Living Libations. I had mentioned this on Facebook, say about a week or two ago, that I was gifted all the items I put on my wish list from my previous review of Living Libations skincare line. So pretty much, I'd say maybe about 2 months ago, I did a full review of products that I love from Living Libations. And Living Libations it's a Canadian skincare line. It's 100% natural, it's non-toxic, and they make wonderful, wonderful skincare products and body care products. And I've been using them for many years, and I love their product line. And so about 2 months ago, I did a full product review of things that I use and things that I recommend and things that I bought over and over again. And at the end of the review, I had added my wish list because there were quite a few things that I still wanted to try. And being all the way in Bali, it's not like I'm in North America or Canada anymore that I can just buy something and it being shipped to me like overnight. It's something that I kind of have to wait or plan to buy something that people can bring over to me, or if I have enough money to pay for the shipping across the world, then I would do that. So I had a little wish list of things that I've wanted to purchase from Living Libations. And I ended up being gifted my wish list, which was like amazing, was to receive all the items on my wish list here in Bali. And so today I want to do a product review of the items that I received and what I think of them, and I have to say, amazing. I'm like super excited to do this review. Plus, I also want to share the story of who gifted me them and what happened. So I guess maybe I'll start with the story of how I got gifted my wish list from Living Libations. So pretty much, I did the review 2 months ago. And once in a while, I like to do product reviews on Radiance Central and also on my previous website, Raw Radiant Health. But I don't know if people know this, but I'm very shy. So when I've done product reviews of either products or an appliance or something, I never send the reviews to the companies. I just kind of do the reviews because I like something and I want to promote it and I recommend it. But that's usually as far as I go. And I normally, for some reason, I just feel shy to reach out to other companies or other websites, letting them know of what I've done or how that I've promoted or reviewed their product. And so what happened after I did the review of Living Libations was, I'd say maybe about a week after I did it, I thought to myself, it's time for me to start reaching out. It's time for me to connect a little bit and to push myself to get out of my own comfort zone of being shy and kind of being a recluse, right? It's time for me it's no big deal to send an email out to a company saying, hey, I reviewed your stuff, I love it, and here's the link to the review I did. Because I know if I was on the other side and someone did a review of my stuff, I would love it to receive that review and that person letting me know what they did. I would think that'd be awesome, right? So I pushed myself to send them an email and give them a link to the review I did. And lo and behold, they wrote me back saying that they were gonna send me my wish list. And I wasn't expecting this at all. I didn't even think about the wish list. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. It was like Christmas and Hanukkah, like all over again, pretty much for me. And I was just very, 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 very excited. And they sent me my wish list. And so I received it all the way here in Bali as well. And I have to say, the items on my wish list, oh my God. I have to start off with the perfume, the gardenia perfume, because I mentioned this on my reviews, how much I love gardenia. It's my favorite flower on earth. And I actually have gardenia growing in my garden. I keep making my husband plant more and more. But it's not always flowering, and sometimes we have issues with the gardenia that it won't flower for a good few months. And so, but when it does, I'm in heaven. It's like my whole home just smells of it. But the one thing with gardenia is that if you're a big fan of gardenia, most perfumes that are out there of gardenia are not true to gardenia. They're terrible, they're awful. But this one, the Living Libations, the gardenia perfume, is out of this world. When people describe like a perfume being intoxicating, this is the gardenia Living Libations perfume. It is intoxicating. It is amazing. I would say it's like bottling up a fresh flower in a bottle. Okay, it is so, it's just truest to its form. And words can't even describe it. And I've just been so excited. I've been so excited that I've actually started saving to buy like an even larger bottle and have it shipped all the way here to Bali. Like that's how much I love it. It's something that I've been wearing it every single day since I received it. And so if anyone's a big lover of gardenia, I would 100%, 150,000% recommend the Gardenia Living Libations perfume. Amazing. It is beautiful. So that's my first thing that I received, and a treasure, a true treasure. And the next thing I received was the Rose Glow Cream. And I haven't used this. Like I mentioned this in my review, that I've been using the Rose Glow Cream and the Rose Glow Serum quite a while, and then I ran out of it when I was pregnant, and I hadn't been able to repurchase it since. And when I received this, I was like, oh my goodness, yes. I was so excited because this cream is amazing. It's amazing. One thing I love about it is that it's not too heavy and it's not too light. It's right in the middle. You don't need very much. Like you see how small this little container is? This can last at least 6 months. You use such a small amount and it absorbs right into the skin. And it's just good because it actually works. You know, a lot of times you get moisturizers that are light and they don't do anything but make your skin kind of like sticky. But this stuff, it's like it absorbs them. Your skin is so soft and it's moisturized and it lasts all day and it smells good. And I find most of all with Living Libations Rose Glow line, like the serum and the cream, is that it's very soothing. Very, very, very soothing. And I just find like if I have any kind of skin irritation or anything, it's just within a few hours, it's like everything is just back to normal. And I love it. I love it. I'm so happy to receive this. I'm really, really happy. And then lastly, I have a great story to share I received the Vanilla Best Skin Ever. And I'm really excited to actually share a story about this because I have to be very honest and say I was kind of nervous about this. I had this on my wish list to use to wash my skin with. Okay, it's an oil, and it's pretty much an oil blend. And they have Living Libations sells different, like a line of best skin evers to use to wash the face or to moisturize your body or whatever. And there's different ones. And I was a little bit nervous with using it because right before I used it, I had done a switch. I had been using, say, coconut oil to wash my face for a good at least 8 months or maybe a year. I started using oils to wash my face after I gave birth to my daughter. Before that, I was always using honey. I did a video talking about that switch, and I'll include the link to that. And so I'd been using coconut oil to wash my face for a good at least 8 months. And then a few months ago, what happened was I ran out of coconut oil and I started just using olive oil because that's what was at home. And from switching from using coconut oil to olive oil, within 2 days, my skin changed like overnight. Like since giving birth, I had kind of like a rash on my forehead. Not like a red rash, but just like a bumpy kind of rash. And like, it's hard to explain. It's not pimples and it's not inflamed. It's just kind of like bumpy skin on my forehead. And I always related it to giving birth and breastfeeding and my hormone changes. And I always just thought it had to do with that. And I thought that once I stopped breastfeeding and things get back to normal, it would go away. And when I switched from using coconut oil to olive oil, within 2 days, my skin on my forehead just totally cleared up and just went smooth like a baby. And I was like, wow, what just happened here? And for some reason, I never connected the coconut oil and using coconut oil to wash my face with the rash. I always thought it had to do with giving birth and breastfeeding and hormones. And so when I made that switch and saw how dramatic the change was, and it was like literally 2 to 3 days, my skin just changed overnight. I realized that, like, you know, just using one type of oil, how that can either help your skin be great or it can actually make it worse. And so it was, for me, like seeing that and seeing how big of a change just from switching from the coconut oil to the olive oil, I was kind of scared to ever try anything else again. I was kind of like, okay, this is working, my skin is like amazing. And just from that switch, do I really, when I received the Best Skin Ever vanilla, I was like, do I really want to try another oil? Because what if my skin goes back to all those like little bumps in my forehead? What if it gets worse? And I'm sure most people can understand where I'm coming from. But I was like, you know what, I got to try it out. It was gifted to me, and I've wanted to try it. And I know too that how my skin badly reacts to oils. So I know what to look out for. And so I've been using this, I'd say, for almost 2 weeks now, and amazing, okay? The bumps did not come back. My skin's been great. And I would say the big difference between actually using the olive oil, which really helped to heal my skin, and to be using the Best Skin Ever, is that the only problem I had with olive oil with washing my face with it was that within a few hours, I would say maybe about 3 hours, my skin would get really, really oily. And it would almost feel like a thick oil slick on my face. Like halfway through the day, I feel like I need to wash my face. And I knew it was coming from the olive oil because I didn't have that from the coconut oil. And so when I started using the Best Skin Ever, was that my skin remained clear, the rashes, no irritation, nothing came back, and I don't get that oil buildup throughout the day like I was getting from the olive oil. And so I feel with the olive oil that even though it was helping to heal up the rashes, something else in my skin was becoming irritated, that within a few hours, it's kind of like my skin was overproducing oil to counter some sort of irritation. And so with the Best Skin Ever, I'm not getting any of that. My skin's great. It's only like getting better and better and better. And the scent of this is amazing as well. And I have to say I'm kind of surprised because it is vanilla Best Skin Ever, but it's not a strong vanilla. And in fact, there's other essential oils being used in it, and the other ones come out just as much. So it's actually a beautiful combination. I would say that there's some grapefruit in it that really comes out, some citrus, and it's beautiful. So I definitely recommend it. I know that when I did the first product review of Living Libations, a lot of people were talking about their other Best Skin Ever line and products like the sea buckthorn oil as well. I've heard great things about that too. So definitely try it out. If you've been experimenting with different oils to wash your face and you found that one is not working, try another, okay? Because that's the lesson I learned, was that it's like I just thought what was normal was normal. And it only turned out trying something else made my skin 100 times better. And it's amazing to see how different things you use and try, the effects it can have. So that's definitely something I recommend to anyone, is that like, don't come to the conclusion from one thing you use. Try a different thing and keep experimenting. And do things for a while too, to see how things respond and react, and how quickly something can either get better or things can go worse. Okay, so yeah, so I'm super excited about the items that I received, and just a huge shout out to Living Libations. They are awesome. And if you didn't see my first product review I've done of their products, go and see it. I'll definitely put the link below of that. And I have to say, I've been loving hearing what other people have bought from them. The things that have stood out the most that I'm excited to try is their shampoo and conditioners. Many people have mentioned how great that is, and also the sea buckthorn Best Skin Ever. I've heard many great things about that as well. So let us know what you've purchased from them and what you like, and yeah, super excited. Have a fabulous day, everyone, and I will see you again soon. And just to mention too, Monday, the next 7-day whole food challenge. It starts this coming Monday, April 20th. If you want to do 7 days of being on a 100% whole food diet, no processed food, no sugar, no nothing, but just eating healthy, and getting the recipes and menu planner and everything you need to know to eat healthy for a week, plus daily videos and a forum and everything, join us. It's this coming Monday, April 20th. You can go to my website for more information at radiantcentral.com, click on products, and you'll see 7-day whole food challenge there. All right, have a fabulous day, everyone, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.